There was an old lady. And as fate would have it, given today's economic conditions, the old lady got to the point where she couldn't pay her rent. She got behind in her rent. And the rent man came. The rent man went up on the porch, and the old raggedy screen door was there. And he could barely see through the screen door for all of the dust and the film. He just knocked on the door. And he didn't hear no response, and he hollered out, "Old lady, old lady, are you in there?" The old lady was back in the kitchen, and she could barely get around, but she said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm here." He said, "Come on up to the front, old lady. I want to talk to you." And she made her way slowly to the front door. She unlatched the screen, and he just pulled the door and walked on in. And he said, "Old lady, I guess you know what I'm here for. But you know that you're 3 months behind in your rent. And I come to pick up the money today. So give me the money." And she said, "Sir, I don't have it. If I had it, I would have paid it month before last. But sir, I don't have it." He said, "Well, old lady, you got my hands tied. Call your son or call your husband or get your daughter over here and get me some money. And old lady, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 3 days to get me my rent money. And if you don't have my money in 3 days, old lady, I'm going to have to put you out." And the old lady looked at him straight in the face and said, "Yes, sir." 3 days passed. And the old lady thought to herself and said, "The Lord took my husband last year. We was never able to have any children. And the only thing I got is Jesus. All I got in this world is Jesus." She said, "Lord, I ain't got nowhere to go. But I guess if he come back tomorrow, I'm going to have to get out." So the rent man came back. And again, he knocked on the screen door. And he couldn't see the old lady. He said, "Old lady, I know you in there. Come on to the door." She made her way to the door. He said, "Old lady, do you have the money?" She looked at him and said, "No, sir." He said, "Old lady, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to put you out." She looked up at him and said, "Yes, sir." And she slowly went into her bedroom and looked in the closet and got her old coat, her overcoat. And she threw it over her shoulders and went to the corner of the bedroom and picked up a cane. And the rent man was still standing at the door, and she walked to the door and just didn't say pardon me, just moved around him and walked out the door. But as she made it down step number 1, and she made it down step number 2, and she got down to the sidewalk, and she looked back on that house, and she thought about the years. She thought about the years. And I can imagine that old lady, as she looked back, she said, "It'll all be all right. I ain't got nowhere to go now. But it'll all it's gonna be over. One of these old days, I'm gonna lay down. You look like you've been put out. She said, that's all right. That's all right.
Yes, sir.
But she said, there'll be no more disappointments. After a while. Oh, I won't get put out no more.
Oh, you see it? I'm gonna lay down. Because my master Jesus, yes he did. I know that he did. He promised me a crown. I don't know about you, but I know that it's gonna all be over. Ooh, we see that. Hey, after a while.
She will.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
The lady went down to the bus stop and just sit there on the bench because that's free. And somebody walked up to the lady and said, oh, lady.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you look like you're tired, old lady.
Yes, sir.
You look tired, old lady. The old lady looked at him. And she said, oh, sir, let me tell you something.
I'm going to rest.
I'm going to rest.
All of my labor.
I'm going to rest from all my labor.
After a while.
After a while.
I'm so tired.